Well, she should be here, that girl, Coco, or Coco, right? Just an email. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Mr. Ingalls, can you hear me? Mr. Ingalls? Mr. Ingalls, I can't see you nor can I hear you.
Your Honor, would you like the property on this hearing as well?
Well, probably. I can't tell you for sure, but it's likely.
Okay. Let me go ahead and get them on the line.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Ingalls? Mr. Ingalls, I can't see you, nor can I hear you. If you can give us a phone number, email us a phone number where we can contact you. Ask to unmute them.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you, yes.
Sorry about that. I was talking to myself. I was trying to call yesterday to make sure I could do it with audio only. And I was on hold for so long because of how many things are going on with this pandemic. And finally, someone called me back and they explained to me I could do this with audio. I didn't know how to unmute myself. I'm new to this.
Okay, well, why don't you have video?
I just have a simple Chromebook. It doesn't have a camera. I have a simple Chromebook, a really basic Chromebook, no extras.
Okay.
And I also have my cell phone, but I don't know what has been transferred to you guys as far as family endeavors and the VA County Assistance Office that's working with me.
Mr. Ingalls, are you moving around quite a bit? Because we're getting a lot of interference. Can you just stationary?
I'm sitting here on my bed.
Okay, is the phone moving or whatever else you're talking? Is that moving? Because
it's the fan, and I just turned it off because it was rustling all the paperwork.
Okay.
Can you hear me better?
Yes. Okay. Okay. So is this for non-payment of rent?
Yes. So I've been working with.
No, Mr. Ingalls, I'm not asking you at this point. I'll come back to you. Okay. Is this for non-payment rent? Okay. And the monthly rent is how much?
$531.
$531. Due on the first of each month?
Correct.
And what months are your legend or past due?
May, June, July, and August.
Okay. Now, Mr. Ingalls?
Yes, sir.
You agree the monthly rent is $531?
Yes, I agree. The rent's $531.
Okay. And has it been paid for May, June, July, or August?
No, sir, it has not.
What is the reason it has not been paid?
Well, due to the ongoing pandemic, when I got furloughed in March, I immediately got in contact with the apartment complex about my financial situation having extremely changed.
I'm going to stop you just 1 second. Can everybody raise their right hand? Shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
I do.
Okay. Mr. Ingalls, you said you're furloughed. Where were you working?
I was working at Applebee's on North Mesa.
Okay.
And once we got furloughed, March 20th was my actual day of furlough.
Okay.
So I started getting in contact with my apartment complex and every financial deal I have to do properly to let them know that my finances were extremely going to change because of the furlough. I got denied my unemployment, and I started working with the VA County Assistance Office. They've paid my rent for 3 years for things I qualify for as my veteran status. And I started the paperwork with them. And I've been emailing the Warren Properties with every document to be filled and everything. And the packet has to be turned in at once. And due to COVID-19, at first, their corporate offices were closed and they weren't being able to do anything and with proper timing. They didn't even give me the proper documents. I needed a W-9 and the other documents filled out. They didn't even give them to me until after the 19th of May. I didn't receive them actually until like June 14th. And without those documents, the VA County Assistance Office cannot do their process. And once the application is completed, the paperwork states on the documents they signed. Once the application is completed, it'll take up to 20 business days for the financial checks to go through.
They
So
filled out the
just because
application.
the
Just a minute, stop. Filled out the application?
Sorry, you're breaking up.
Did they fill out the forms that you sent them?
I don't know because they never sent me copies filled out back. They started saying that some of them they had to get approved by a corporate and they couldn't send them directly to me. So I gave an email for them to send to the VA County Assistance Office, and I don't even know if they ever got it.
Stop. Okay. You stated the documents that they sign says that it will take 6 to something weeks. Do you have some that they signed?
I have the documents that I forwarded there to so they could fill them out. And I
You
requested
don't have anything that they signed.
Say again?
You don't have anything that they signed.
I don't have anything that they signed.
Okay.
They stated they sent it to the VA County Assistance Office, Julio Campos. I have all the emails.
You have emails from Warren
Yes.
Warren Properties to them?
I've sent all the emails to you guys' email system, the forwarded ones, the best ones I could send.
Mr. Ingles, that's not what I'm asking. I'm just trying to determine whether the agreement was reached between you and Warren Properties, where that they would submit the paperwork to the veterans or not.
Yes,
Just a
we agreed.
minute,
Yes, that was agreed.
don't interrupt me.
Cemented.
Mr. Ingles, please don't interrupt me.
I do apologize. There's feedback and interruption sometimes, and there's a bit of silence.
Okay. You stated the documents they signed, and I just want to establish that you don't have anything signed by Warren Properties, correct?
I have some documents that are signed. The
What
two
documents?
specific ones, the W-9, I do not.
What documents do you have signed?
Let me pull up my email again for it, so I could tell you what it is. So it's a simple form that verifies the tax ID, which is the W-9. And it says, I, the owner of the apartment or manager, which is Warren Properties, rent an apartment to the tenant, which is me, Justin Ingles, at the stated address, 5113 North Mesa, B205, El Paso, Texas, 79912. And the rent amount, and then it has the each month. There's one document for each month. And the late fees that are included, everything's added for each month. And then those documents are signed and filled out and then sent to the county assistance office. But unfortunately, they've been closed and I haven't been able to contact them since May because of the
What's been
pandemic.
closed?
At that office.
What's
The
been
VA
closed?
County Assistance Office.
Okay.
So I haven't been able to verify the status of their application process. So once that happened, there's another project called Family Endeavors. They're based out of San Antonio. And they provide the same assistance for disabled veterans in a crisis situation like this. And I let them know how far behind I am in the situation now and what I currently had done. Can they help? So the first thing they did is take me into their intake program. In these last 7 days, I've been doing all of their processes, and I qualified for the program. And Family Endeavors has contacted Warren Properties as of 3 days ago to let them know that I did qualify for this, and let them know to just notify you or me when we have this bench trial that they're in the process, but they are waiting for the W-9 as well, because one has to be sent to them. So Warren Properties is in the process of giving them the W-9, and Family Endeavors will be able to pay all this past due rent, this backlog rent, and they'll be able to sustain and give me financial stability again, and I can continue to pay my rent properly. So that's the process I'm in as of right now, and Warren Properties is aware of it. So that one went through, and I finally qualified for it. As far as the VA county office, I haven't been able to contact them to see what happened with their paperwork because they've been closed, and so that's just been a mess.
What is the status of your job? Are you back at Applebee's?
No, I because of my PTSD and just my anxiety that happened with all this pandemic, I didn't feel safe to come back to work when the Texas allowed 25% restaurants opening. So they've maintained me and kept me on furlough. And so until I'm a little bit more comfortable with it being COVID safe, I won't be able to return to work full time until hopefully, we either get some sort of vaccine or it gets a little better. So Applebee's is trying to work with me to, so I do have a job to go back to eventually when things are a little bit safe.
Are you getting unemployment?
Unfortunately, I got denied my unemployment, and I'm in the process of trying to appeal it. I feel that I should not have got denied.
Why'd you get denied?
It stated that I didn't make enough income in the 2019 tax year to satisfy what they were requiring. But they didn't take into account any of my 2020 income. So hopefully with my appeal, they can take the 6 months of 2020 income. And
do you have other sources of income?
The only thing else I have is my VA disability that it gets paid to me at the first of every month.
And how much is that?
That's $627 each month. It's not much to live on.
600 what?
It's $627 a month.
Okay. And Warren Properties, what is your all's position?
As far as I don't have any personal knowledge of what the defendant has said. I've tried to call them and I've been unsuccessful in reaching them at the moment.
Okay.
It's been really hard with the pandemic. I have their personal corporate number, and I would talk to them personally to try to get these things done faster. I have gotten a W-9 from them before. They paid my rent in December 9th, 2019. And it takes so long for corporate to authorize some of these documents, and so they have nothing to do but to wait because it's their policy. And that's just been one issue, and there's nothing we could do because it's a policy.
I'm going to reset this one for next week too to see if the recent approval can be worked out.
Yeah, I am in the process of getting it straightened out, and all the backlogged pay with late fees will be paid properly. I've not been trying to push this off or be neglectful on my part. This situation is just stressful for everybody. I can't just say the pandemic is only affecting me. It's not fair to just single myself out. But I am in the process to get it all done, and Family Endeavors is doing it as swiftly as they can. And once the Warren Properties can get them a W-9, it's home base.
Okay. So Mr. Ingalls, we have your email because you emailed us some stuff. Okay.
Yes, but it is J, my last name, 67 @gmail.com.
Yes, we've got it. Okay, we'll send you all a new log on and ID.
Okay, I
Okay.
just wanted to let you know, Your Honor, that I got a hold of the property, but the property manager isn't in. She had just stepped out, so she won't be back for 30 to 40 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll request that she appear on the reset hearing.
Okay, and then if she could please meet with Mr. Ingles to see if they could discuss getting the family endeavors to pay his rent.
Okay,
Okay, thank you all.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you.